Yeah. I woke up in a good mood today, and I didn't even get a lot of sleep last night. I went to bed about 2 o'clock, woke up at 7 because my mind can't sleep. When I be focused on doing something, baby, I be on it. And I'm on it. I'm focused on building me a billion dollar empire. And I know I can. Looking just like this. I don't need all that extra. The lie they tell you is beauty sells. So does this. It's going to attract the people because they're going to think I look crazy and they want to click on what I'm saying to see what I'm saying. And I'm about to tell them some good stuff. If you want to go far in your business, do not spend your money on stupid, unnecessary stuff like purses and bags. This is what I need you to do. When you get them profits, I need you to pay them bills, put the rest to the side, and find you something to invest in. Something. A house, some shampoo, some flat irons, anything. Find something to invest in, because you need to have something in place to make you some money when you can't actually do the work to make the money, right? I got over $250,000 worth of assets right now because I chose to take the money that I was making. I was making a lot of money. I'm talking about that money was coming in. Tax season 2019. Okay, honey. Okay. Tax season 2019, that money was coming at me. Instead of me going to buy unnecessary bullcrap, guess what I did? I took that money and I started purchasing stuff to make me more money. I bought me a pack of hair, not a pack, but the pack, baby. I'm talking about big pack of hair. I'm talking about $10,000 pack of hair. Okay, that was just the first one, right? Then after that, I purchased me some flat irons. I started me a flat iron line. Why? Because, my clients do their hair at home, right? And they need something to take home with them to keep the same style going at home, so they don't have to keep coming to pay me their money, okay? Because I ain't that type of stylist. I don't want you to just keep coming back to give me your money. I don't want you to do that. If you don't have to, no, I'm going to educate you on how to keep your hair up. And I'm also going to send you home with a few things to help you keep that up at home. See, I'm not no grimy person. My mission is not to get over on people. My mission is to help people. Help people. Okay, hold on. That's why I used to do sales, because I wanted to help people look beautiful. Wait. Hold on, y'all. That my booty too heavy. I'm burning myself up doing this way. This is what I do not do, and I don't know why I took it upon myself to start doing this stupid stuff today. But okay, oh shoot, I moved too far. Y'all seen how I'm out here living? I don't care. Anyway, yeah, you get you something to invest in. After I renovated my whole entire salon off of the profits that I was making, I thought, I'm going to need some money later on in life. I'm not going to be doing hair all my life. I bought a rental property. Now, I didn't buy the rental property for me at that time. I bought it for somebody else to stay in, right? And after that, I was like, let me buy me a house, because I was living in my salon at the time that I was working in my salon. My salon was made like a house. My thought process was, I'm not going to be paying 2 sets of rents. This is a house. It has rooms for me to live in it as a house. I'm going to do that. Growing up, I used to stay in the country. That's what we call it, in the country. And the environment that I stayed in, it wasn't your average living environment. Like, I didn't have a bedroom. I was in 7th grade, in 8th grade. I was in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. No bedroom. My mom had a apartment that she used to work out of, and we had a house that we lived in. So the apartment that we used to work out of was her business, and I had a room there, but we didn't no longer live there. We moved to the country with my dad, and I didn't have a room living out there, right? So the living environment that I was living in prepared me for my adulthood. Like, we had well water. That water, y'all know what that water smell like and tastes like? Yeah. So we didn't have regular water. So I was prepared way back in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade how to live with out of bottled water. We used to fill up jugs. We used to bring jugs of water to our house in the country to take baths in if we didn't take a bath or a shower at my mom's business before we went home, right? So in the country prepared me for living off grid if I needed to. And when I became an adult, I needed to live off grid. First of all, when I was living in Georgia, I had lost my water. Because a water main line broke in front of my house, and my bill got up to like $1,500, and I didn't have money to pay for that. And they made me pay for that because they said it was on my property, and I seen the water running, and I should have reported it. Well, I was young. I didn't know that water running down my grass. Oh, you just put honey on my butt. Water running down my grass meant that there's something wrong somewhere. I didn't know that. And by the time I did figure that something was wrong with that, it was like $1,500 too late. Anyway, they cut my water off because I couldn't pay the bill. And so me and my kids, we had to live without water. We was taking whole baths at the hospital. We was taking whole baths anywhere that had a big enough bathroom that me and my 3 kids could go in, and we could go in, get undressed, lock the door safely, and do what we needed to do. And we would get free water from the park, take it home, fill our bathtubs up, boil water on the stove to make it hot. I was prepared for that because I went through that in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So in my adulthood, I knew how to do. I knew when it came time, I was like, ain't no stressing, y'all. We don't got no water. It's cool. It ain't the end of the world. We still got a place to sleep. It's still warm here. We still got electricity. We still have beds. Like, we're still blessed. So, that prepared me for my adulthood. And so living in my salon, it wasn't in the best living. Huh? Fries in a bluey cup. Hold on, y'all. I want his fries, so I have to take a break and do mothering stuff while I'm talking to y'all, because sometimes I get so caught into what I'm doing, I accidentally be ignoring my kids. Y'all just seen it. He was saying something, but I didn't hear it. I was zonked out because I was focused on what I'm focused on. Hold on. Okay, so my salon, it was not in good living. It wasn't in livable. Anybody that looked at it was gonna be like, I'm not staying here. I'm not even working here. But me, I seen a vision in this place, and I was like, yeah, let me get that. That salon was my blessing. Let me tell you, that was my blessing. I made the most money I've ever made in my entire life in that salon. I lived in that salon. I was able to purchase me a house with cash. I was able to purchase me a truck with cash. I was able to purchase me a rental property with cash, all because I took this opportunity with the salon. This raggedy salon that didn't look like, it wasn't even a salon, y'all. It was like some type of a mafia looking house, for real. The way it was set up looked like it was a mafia house. But when the man showed me the house, he was like, it needs a lot of work. And I was like, okay, let me see. So he went in there and showed me. I walked around. I was like, oh, this is a freaking $1 billion empire. I was like, I could do so much in here. He was like, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. And I could show you how serious I am. When are we signing the lease? So, hold on. Anyways, he allowed me to give him a deposit to secure the salon. Mind you, I didn't have no money. Why? Hold on. Okay, he let me move in with a deposit only. Not even a first month. I didn't even have a first month. Deposit only as long as I signed a 5-year lease. I signed the 5-year lease. Paid the deposit. He gave me an incredible deal. I think it was something like 6 to 8 months. No rent at all. I didn't have to pay no rent. Because he was giving me... Yeah. He was giving me time to... he was giving me time to renovate the salon. Renovate the space. So... he gave me 6 months to do that. Free. And then after that, it was like every 6 months, he would change. He bringing me all my stuff. He would slowly, what is it called? Raise the prices. Thank you, honey. He would slowly raise the prices because he knew that I didn't have no money. Baby, he was a blessing. That was the biggest blessing I had ever received outside of not having cancer anymore. That was a blessing. Thank you. I've had so many blessings in my lifetime, like, y'all. Blessed. Blessed. Stuff that we take for granted be real blessings. So he let me get this salon. He gonna bring me all my stuff. And yes, this is my purse because baby, it's real leather, and I'm not going to pay $2,500, $250,000, or none of that for no new purse. When this one still carry my stuff, it still zip up. It still work just fine. It's real leather. This is my purse, and I'm gonna have it. Okay. Back to what I was saying. He let me get the salon on, not on credit, but basically, yeah, on credit, because the deal that he gave me, $600 deposit. Was it even a $600? I'm gonna have to go look at my lease. I think it was $600 deposit and free for 6 months, and then after 6 months, $200 for a whole house. $200 for 6 months, and then 6 months after that, $400, and then it went up $200 every 6 months till it got to $800. That was the maximum, $800 for this freaking gold mine that I had, right? Listen, y'all, let me tell you, I'm not no slouch, and I'm a very smart person, right? I think I make wise decisions. So I was living in Georgia when I secured this space. So I was using this space. I was getting this space together while I was living in Georgia. But then, let me see, September, October, November, December. 4 months into it, I was forced to move from my place in Georgia, and I had to move back to Toledo. So I moved back to Toledo with a Section 8 voucher. I was on Section 8 too, y'all. Lost my voucher and everything during this process. I had a Section 8 voucher, and the Section 8 voucher expired. It had like a limited time that I could use it, and during the time of me moved back in January, the end of January, so basically February 1st, I was completely in Toledo, waiting to move into a new place, right? So I was like, I'm not going to stay at my mom's house. I'm not going to stay with nobody. I'm going to stay in the salon. Y'all, if y'all seen what it looked like, y'all would have been like, how did you stay there, baby? Because I know who I serve, and I know what I can get through, right? So I stayed in this salon, a mess, because it was under construction. My uncle had been working on it. It could have been done, but you know, when you hire your people, they do what they want to do when they want to do it. So he was taking his time, which I don't blame him, because I wasn't paying him top dollar. I didn't have money to pay him top dollar. So he was a blessing too, because baby, as much money as it would have costed me more to get that place fixed, and how much I paid for it, that was a blessing, another blessing. So, anyways, I moved into this place, and I was like, I need money, fast money, to get what I want out of this place, to get what I need, to get where I need to go. I need money fast. So my first thought said, run a sew-in special. Tell the people you coming to Toledo. This was before I actually moved there. So it was like January 19th. It was Martin Luther King weekend. I ran a sew-in special because I needed money to bring me some more money, right? Quick money. So I ran this sew-in special. I made $2,500 in 2 days off this sewing special. What I'm telling you, ouch. I ran a sewing special. I made $2,500 off this sewing special. Mind you, I had no money. Like, I was so broke in Georgia because I was not doing hair. And I ran this sewing special, made $2,500, 2 days, took half of that money, because I do wise things. I took half of that money and I invested that money into some hair. I said, let me go ahead and secure some hair, because I was thinking ahead. Next month is tax season. Okay. The next month, February, was tax season. I was like, I gotta have something in place for tax season. I was thinking ahead. And so I was like, this is gonna help me get more money in a shorter frame time, right? So I ran that sewing special, and I kept recycling that money. The people was coming. I'm telling you, they was coming back to back for them sew-ins. I took the money that I was making from that, and I kept recycling it. I kept buying more hair. I kept finding stuff to add, because I'm like, okay, now they got hair. Now they need headbands. Now they need hair wraps. Now they need bonnets. Now they need combs, brushes, anything I could think of. I was calling them accessories. My people needed accessories. Take this hand aside and give us some what is it called? Honey mustard, please. And I kept adding to it. By May, now mind you, I told y'all I started with no money, negative $27 in the beginning of January 2019. By May 2019, I had completely finished remodeling my whole entire salon. I had completely furnished my entire salon off of strictly sewing money and products. That's why I say it's important for you to invest in something that's gonna make you some money where you don't have to do as much work, because I made so much money within 90 days. February, March, April. That when May came, baby, I was looking around like, who did this? But yeah, he the only one could have helped me do that, right? So that's why I say invest in stuff. And then a year later after that, I was still staying in my place. I was still staying in this salon while I was stacking money, because now I done renovated my salon, right? I done renovated my salon. I'm thankful. I'm feeling good, but I know I can't stop right here. I got to keep going, because I don't want to live in my salon forever. I lived in that salon for 2019 to 2021 with 3 kids, and I had a 4th kid and a 5th kid while I was staying there. Yes. I had Legacy and I had Saya. Well, I didn't. I had Saya at my new house that I bought while I was having my salon. Then I closed my salon after I had my 5th child. But I did this. Like, I did it. And it didn't look like it could be done, but it got done, y'all. It got done. And it's because I was disciplined.
I want some water.
I was disciplined. I could have, here you go. I could have been spending my money on unnecessary stuff like I used to do in my 20s. But I knew in my 30s, I couldn't do that foolish stuff no more. Way back when I done made over $1 million in this industry. And I know I done gave away I done gave away majority of it because I would do unnecessary spending. I would buy stuff and either not use it, donate it to Salvation Army, or just give it away, or somebody would steal it. I would just give money away, letting people borrow it. People would steal large amounts of money from me. And I just knew, like, in my 30s, I had to do something different, right? So I did. I did that. And I was in that salon from 2018 to 2022. 2019, 2020, 21, 22. I left early because I got in my feelings about something, and I said before somebody think they about to take something from me, I would shut my own stuff down. So that's what I did. I shut my salon down. To be